not even harrowed. It seems the ritual needs refinement.
Kill her before she can summon another storm.
Willing sacrifices? How nice!
Sacrifice! I'd rather give you my axe, witch.
I hoped you could take her prisoner. No matter. I found something. This way?
Go with your vampire friend. I'm gonna look around here.
Do you see? All this rubble scattered around didn't just come from these urns. The texture and patterns are different. They appear to have used the funerary dust in the urns to summon the Harrow Storms. But I'm not sure what was inside the larger vessels. Look at the shape of the fragments. They come from a hollow receptacle of some sort. Something at least as tall as you. Perhaps larger. Just another piece of the puzzle. Maybe when I analyze the witchpike residue, an answer will suggest itself. Thank you, but no. I try to avoid large population centers. The temptation. You understand. I'll find someplace nearby, but out of the way where I can set up my equipment and work undisturbed. I'll send word when I have something to report. I met a clever woman who lives in the bog near Morthal. Old Mjolnir's a dying breed among the Nords, a practitioner of the old magic. The locals both admire and fear her. If anyone can help me untangle the Coven's ritual, it's her. Mjolnir's experience with the old ways and reach magic make her ideally suited to assist me in this endeavor. She's the closest thing to an expert we're likely to find out here. At least one who doesn't want to feed our eyes to a harpy. Western Skyrim consists of 3 holds: Haafingar, Hjalmarch, and Carthald. Morthal is the capital of Hjalmarch. It's located southeast of Solitude, along the River Hjal. Old Mjolnir lives in the marshlands nearby. The Raven Watch has had to curtail rogue... I met a clever woman who lives in the bog. The Raven Watch has had to curtail rogue vampire clans, and put down feral blood fiends on occasion. But I've never dealt with anything like this before. People turning into Harrow fiends, or becoming mindless harrowed. It's a nightmare. Yes, but more research is required to confirm anything. Still, from what we observed here, it appears the Harrow Storm produced 3 distinct results in those caught within it. It turned them into Harrow fiends, or harrowed, or it simply killed them.
Reach witches summoning magical storms to create feral vampires? That's horrible, but to what purpose? Well, that's the next puzzle to solve. First, we need to get this information to the Queen. Here. This was for Brondel, but it's yours now. The Queen seemed reasonable. She'll believe us. As for Svargrim, who can tell? I haven't met the man, but everything I've heard describes him as prideful, arrogant, and hard-headed. Even with the Queen's help, there's no guarantee. I'd like to knock down the palace door, grab him by the throat, and shake him until he listens. That would probably start a war, though, and Yoren specifically asked me to avoid that. For now, let's bring our evidence to Queen Gerhild. If there's anything else we need to discuss, let's get it out of the way now, before we return to Solitude. Hey, you and Fëanorian came to that conclusion, not me. Still, it makes as much sense as anything. As to why, I have no idea. This connection to vampires, though, that's troubling. We should keep Fen away until we get into Svargrim's good graces. A clever woman? Out here? Nords are extremely distrustful of magic, especially Nords from Western Skyrim. I'm surprised the people of Morthal tolerate her presence. If anyone can help Fen figure out the Coven's ritual, though, it would be her. Our priority remains getting an audience with High King Svargrim. We need to convince him that the Ice Reach Coven is a threat to his kingdom, and get him to help us stop them. Let's return to Solitude and present our findings to the Queen. Clever men and women are Nords with an aptitude for magic, though most use the term to refer to practitioners of the old ways. They're rare. Not the usual adepts found at the Mages Guild. Distrust of magic runs deep in Skyrim, especially out here. Could be that the elves our ancestors fought soured our taste for magic. Or maybe there weren't enough skalds singing about wizards going to Sovngarde. Might be that Nords just prefer their natural talents. Either way, magic isn't popular here.
Hey, you found my master's book! Oh, you should have heard him caterwauling about it a few hours ago. I told him I couldn't make sense of it, but boy was he mad. Good luck sorting it out. I'll be here when you get back.
private game. Get lost.
I could use a warm bath, a wonderful foot massage, and the death of a certain small-minded, big-mouthed fetcher who undoubtedly enjoys both warm baths and foot massages each day. Will I get these things? Maybe when all is said and done.
Help me. I have nothing. Just a small donation? Can you lend a helping hand?
It does the Nords a great disservice to ignore their stone art. So much lore exists in those artfully carved rocks. I already have enough information to write several books.
A fascinating application of the technique.
Ah, bloody mages and their bloody tricks.
Take pity on me.
What is it?
Hello? Is that you, doughty assistant? Oh, thank feck. You have the incantation, yes? Read it quickly. You'll be surprised to hear that life as a bottle does not suit me. How should I know? I'm a historian, not a hedge wizard. Just use your best judgment. I have near total faith in you. Yes, yes, that's it. I can feel the illusion's grip loosening. Now, no, that's not it. Honestly, how hard is it to read? Yes, that's it. I think that's right. I can feel the glass. That's it. The glass is fading.
Oh, finally! Let's see. Legs, arms, stylish coiffure. Yes! Looks like everything's as it should be. What a relief. A pleasure to meet you in the flesh. As I said before, I am Narcissus Dren. You are? Whoever you are. Charmed. Now to business. We need to find Melmoth's Mysterium. First, we need his journal. The librarian refused to share it with me. Ridiculous. Oh, the usual inanities of frumpy book hoarders. I might have torn one of the pages. Honestly, you'd barely notice. But you know how librarians are. Spill a drink, or talk too loudly, or rip a few pages, and wham! They cast you out on your ear. Ugh. A prickly Argonian named Dean Villaz. She works in the Mages Guild Library in Solitude. I might have said a few indecorous things about her beady little eyes. My fault. But people who stand in the way of discovery really get my dander up. Yes, of course. Narcissus Drin is always true to his word. If you assist me in following the clues laid out in Mailmoth's journal, I will gladly share the wonders of his mysterium with you. For free? Why in Beck's name did you bring my belongings out onto the street?
That's one of the Queen's attendants. Let's get inside.
Be strong, Svanna.
Mother! No! No!
Svanna, your father, the kingdom. Watch over.
Mother! No! You can't die! Mother!
Sire, the assassins might return. You must get to somewhere safe.
Have Yoren's lackeys come to gloat?
We came here to warn you, Your Highness.
And yet my wife lies dead!
If you had listened to us...
Like she did. If I determine Yoren had a hand in this, there will be war! Someone take care of my wife!
Father, please.
This is taking longer than I'd planned.
Gods, what a disaster. The Queen's been assassinated and Svargrim still refuses to listen to reason. We need to find a way to set things right. Good question. The guards should have been able to handle a run-of-the-mill assassin. This could be connected to the Icereach Coven. In fact, I'd wager my axe that it is. Look around. See if you can find any indication of how the assassin got in and out of the palace so easily. Maybe even turn up something that ties the murderer to the Coven. I'll make sure the princess is all right. Svanna's taking this pretty hard. I suppose most daughters feel close to their mothers. Not that I'd know, I never knew my mother. Sorry, don't mind me. Did you find anything that might lead us to the assassin? We've seen these medallions before. On the Reachman near Kilcreath. And I saw them on the witches in Icereach. The assassin definitely seems to be in league with the Coven. But can we get Svargrim to believe that and accept the danger he's in? Svargrim has every right to be angry. He watched his wife die right before his eyes. But he's the High King. He doesn't have the right to be stupid. Time to make Svargrim confront some hard truths. Come on, the Sword Thane led the king upstairs. We need to see the High King.
I should think not. The High King is in mourning. He's not to be disturbed.
The Queen's wasn't the only life lost today. Now get out of our way.
Go right in.
Your Highness, please. Your kingdom is in grave danger.
My queen's blood hasn't yet cooled, and already Yoren's lackeys hound me.
We have proof that the Coven...
Does Yoren think me so weak that he believes his half-giant can twist my arm and fill my head with lies? I am not so easy. Reach witches. They pose no threat. We've beaten back those wild dogs time and time again, while our brothers to the east. Bow down to a poetry-writing milk drinker! I will not be lectured on such matters by the likes of you. Tales told around campfires to scare the children. Storms happen here all the time, and none of them spawn monsters. The last spy who spoke of such things, well, he no longer speaks of such things. I am the Wolf of Solitude. You dishonor my wife's name by letting it pass through your treacherous lips. Away with you! And pray I don't find evidence that ties you to the Queen's murder. That...
We'll leave you to your grief, Your Highness.
Is it true? Mother told me you were working for her before she...
I'm sorry, Svanna.
My mother. She told me she gave the mighty Lyris Titanborn an important task. Tell me, what were you doing for my mother? Threat? What threat? And do you think this is why someone came into the palace and killed her? And did you tell my father all this? Is he rallying the soldiers? Alerting the other holds? My father sees Yoren's plots everywhere, even in his spicy venison stew. Well, I won't let my mother's death be for nothing. She trusted you, and so will I. My father be damned. Please, find whoever... I saw the assassin. He moved fast. Unbelievably fast. He leaped through the window after stabbing my mother. By that time, the guards had gathered, so I guess he decided to flee. Try to follow his trail. Someone outside must have seen something. He was fast, that's for certain. Here and gone before the guards could even draw their swords. Other than that, I didn't get a good look. The inside of his hood was... No. My mother... The last time we spoke, I hurled a mug at her. But I came when she summoned me. Just in time to see her murdered. I need to pull myself together. She asked me to watch over my father. My father? Listen to me? When Horkers fly, maybe. But probably not even then. He gave up on me a long time ago. I'm sorry. I'm no use to you. No use to anyone. I'm not my mother. Never will be. But I swear I'll do whatever I can to help you. You have my word on that.
Come on, Princess. Let's get you somewhere safe.
Don't call me princess. Just Svanna. There's nothing noble about me. I'm never going to be finished.
I truly regret.
What do you want?
Hello there.
Split some skulls for me.
My wife. She is like ice. So cold. So bad. There was a commotion at the palace. Everyone was headed that way. Except one man. No, not a man. He wore an eye patch, but his face was bestial. He dragged her along like a bone between a dog's teeth. Then he tossed her aside. He was fast, so fast, ran to the...
Getting old is no picnic. The alternative is a lot worse.
Will you pray with me for these poor souls, cut down and bound for the Hall of the Dead much too soon? It was a monster, a vampire. I have seen such creatures before, but this one wore an eye patch. It moved like a shadow and took sustenance from these poor souls. I called upon Arkay's grace toward the main gate.
Gajit does not like the world.
You again? Didn't I warn you about putting your nose where it doesn't belong? A vampire? I don't know what you're talking about. But whoever it was tore out Senolia's throat and fled through the gate before I could stop him. What do you know about all this? And why is it any of you? The Queen's dead? What about the High King? He'll have my head for letting the assassin slip away. You think... would the High King really... But I'm a loyal subject! No more talk. I need to get Senolia off the street.
This is Svargrim's fault. He should have heeded us from the start. Damn Svargrim and his distrust of Yoren. How many more of his people have to die before he accepts the truth and lets us help him? Forget that for now. Tell me about the assassin. Did anyone get a good look at the murderer? That would explain the assassin's swiftness and ability to escape so easily. We knew the Ice Reach Coven had vampires on their side, but using them so blatantly. Anything else to Well then, time to fight fire with fire. They've got evil vampires, and we've got a friendly one. Let's find out exactly what your friend Fen knows about vampire clans in the area. Where did you tell me Fen was going again? Right, to research the ritual. Go find them and see what you can learn. I'll stay with Savannah. Bring her up to speed on everything we've uncovered. We're going to need her to get the High King to trust us. And I'm calling him Fen. It's simpler.
I killed a man for mistreating his horse in front of me. And I remember every mount that comes through here. I'll remember you.
Welcome to the middle of nowhere, my friend. You must be freezing. Warm yourself by the fire, and tell me how your audience with the High King went. A bold move, even for them. Old Njolin and I have been comparing notes, and we've made some progress studying the Harrowstorm ritual. What happened to your large friend with the axe, by the way? We knew that vampires were working with the Coven. And old Njolin and I can say with certainty that the feral Harrow Fiends are byproducts of Harrowstorms. You think the assassin was one of the vampires in league with the Coven? An eye patch? That's uncommon. And this insignia, I've seen it before. It's the same as the symbol that decorates the urns smuggled out of Bankarai. If it belongs to a vampire bloodline, I'm not familiar with it.
Local wisdom dictates that only the very brave or the very foolish seek the counsel of vampires and old crones. Which are you, I wonder? Well, out with it. What can old Njolin do for you? A grim talisman. It bears an enchantment of some kind, though the symbol upon it holds no significance that I'm aware of. I can help find the owner of this medallion. But I need some... Bring me the bones of a wolf and a deathbell plant pulled up by its roots. I need the plant alive. The wolf, not so much. With those reagents, I can conjure a divination that will lead you to... Deathbell grows throughout the bog. You should have no trouble acquiring it. Wolves are plentiful in the wilderness around... Welcome back. Warm yourself by the fire. Good. Mother Wolf, hear me. We seek your blessing in our hunt. Lead us to our elusive quarry. Mother Wolf smiles upon you. She has seen fit to join your pack and aid you in your hunt. Mother Wolf has the scent and will lead you to your quarry. I have enchanted the medallion with a divination spell inextricably linked to its owner. Hold it to your nose and breathe. Mother Wolf.
And look! The magic points to the west.
They say Reachmen are prowling around.
I feel exposed out here.
There's plenty of room if you're looking for a...
She must have been desperate. The assassin drained her of blood. Is it wrong to find these visions so intriguing? This one showed your assassin again, eye patch and all, by a cave near a waterfall. And the ball of magicka drifted toward the...
CHILLWIND. I'm a humble healer from Dragonbreed. Chill.
This is definitely the place in the vision. I'll slip past and scout ahead.
Remember, watch out for giant bugs. They poison us. Remember, a camp. Could the stories about underground humanoids be true? CHILLWIND mushroom. Ah, and a fine specimen at that. Good work. Deep lichen. The giant insects love this stuff.
I'll deal with you next time you fight.
Once again, I prove that I'm a scholar, not a warrior. I found... I didn't get a good look at that before. Mind bringing it over?
Hedrons. A pen.
As evil lairs go, I'm not impressed.
I'll take that as a good sign.
We think this old tunnels better be dug on the large size. Scaffolding. Let's follow it down.
Careful. The structure doesn't appear to be completely stable.
Relax. It'll take more than a rickety structure to take down Lyra's Titanborn.
Actually, I was more concerned for my own well-being. But
I think there's a cavern up ahead. It's just like the old legends. Blackreach.
So the legends are true. But why is there a town down here?
More traps. Did those two idiots set these things throughout all of Blackreach? Watch your back.
But...
You must be new to Dusktown. You've still got that look. Well, get settled in. You won't be allowed topside again until you complete... You mean... Elbitter. Elbitter.
Over here! You're just in time. I spotted the vampire with the eye patch. He met with the Coven Witch, who immediately ordered her lackeys to place witch pikes around the area. With arcane phenomena, anything's possible.
Move.
Those witch
You take the east side, I'll take the west. Then meet in the middle.
Stop the Hero Storm before it could even get started. Now to deal with the vampire. Well done, my friend.
We're here. Let's find this assassin.
Careful. I sense the presence of other vampires. Arrow fiends. The result of the ritual we stopped. So they must have brought them from someplace else.
Ever give up the chase? I kept you busy long enough. Sister Sada shall revive the exiles.
That's for Queen Gerhild, you bastard.
Now we need to find Sister Thada.
Like now!
You listen in. I'll unlock the door.
Rise, Exarch, and be reborn!
The Ashen Lord
Where
commands
is this
it.
place?
And so we live once more, Orfra.
Alive again? How?
You have the Ice Reach Coven to thank for that, werewolf.
Using my recipes, witch.
I meant no disrespect to Exarch Singalis.
We're being watched, brother.
Next time, Tharda, the Ashen Lord, will expect more than the restoration of a single reliquary. Now deal with the intruders, or I'll toss you to the Harrow Fiends.
Come out, little skeevers. Come out and play with Sister Tharda.
How many of your sisters am I gonna have to kill before you give up?
Is it you who's killed my dear sisters? Our vengeance will plague you beyond the grave.
More witch for the pyre. Let's go after the other two. lost them. Anything that tells...
Traps? Did those two idiots... Watch your back.
Finally. My father... Right. Wish me luck, Mog.
Forget luck. I suggest a slug of Kindle Pitch whiskey. You'll need it to stand up to your father.
9 times out of
If you're going to make Svanna talk to her father, at least have the decency to buy her a few rounds first. No one should have to stand before the old wolf in a sober state. Isn't it everyone's? In my experience, alcohol in sufficient quantities can solve any problem. Give me 10 wagons of ale, and I'll have this entire East-West rivalry business sorted in less than a day. Every plan has risks. I'd be happy to have another 10 to 20 wagons available just to be sure. The crest of solitude.
Assassins tried to kill the High King. They murdered Queen Gerhild.
Well, if we do not end this war, it will end us.
You would have me spread my forces across the realm to search for nightmares you dredged up from a bottle?
It's not!
Or should I say, the whispers of eastern vipers tickling your ears?
But Mother!
Enough! Then next you come before me to vomit up your counsel. Make sure it doesn't stink of treason.
Damn the man. He wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise. Mother always knew how to talk to him. Me. Mother had a way with Father, but she could be just as stubborn. If she wanted something done and he wouldn't oblige, she'd do it herself. Time to take her lessons to heart, I guess. If my father won't take a stand. Our kingdom consists of... We should visit Jarl Redharn of Hjalmarch first. If we can convince him of the threat, at least his hold can take steps to protect itself. We'll find him in his hall in Morthal. I'll leave word for Lyris with Mog, so she'll know where to find us. Honestly, I don't know.
Every man has his price. Buy this.
What?